how you can make use of it in other aspects of life. And then when you're done, I will come in with a few questions. But listeners, as Frank runs us through the presentation, please join us on Facebook, LUV 99.5 FM. That's how you can find us on Facebook. And get to see what we're showing you. These are still beautiful accommodation you can own.
Yeah.
And so, for example, what we have on Facebook right now, we have 3 bedrooms, we have 4 bedrooms. Go check it out. So you cannot go buy your own piece of land somewhere, but you own a flat in there, you own an accommodation in there. You're still a landlord.
Yeah.
So join us on Facebook, LUV 99.5 FM, and get to follow the conversation. Frank, over to you.
So Dave, thank you. So I'll start with trying to let people know what this housing need is. And we've always said that before doing with the Maslow theory of needs, you should know that after eating, shelter is key. So after food, where to put your head is key. So as an individual, that should be your ultimate goal. Then as a government, the government should have a priority to give us places to put our head. Whether you're a civil servant or you work on your own, that responsibility is on government to provide for its citizens. So the definition of affordable housing here now is that when an individual spends more than or up to 30% of his or her annual income on accommodation, which would have utility bills inclusive, all deducted to 30%, then you are within the affordable housing means. So whatever you earn in a month, multiply it by 12, strike an average of 30%, and know that if you are spending more than that amount on a house, either it's renting or you are building with it, you are living in an expensive way. So that is where we have to be, and then it has to be related to that of the single spine so that civil servants can know that, okay, they are spending 30% of their annual income on accommodation. Then you are within the affordable housing limit. So in Ghana, we have a problem. And the gap, as we speak, is almost up to 3 million units. That is the shortfall. So if we want to do that in, say, 10 years, it means we have to build 300,000 housing units in the next 10 years to be able to bridge the housing gap. So then let me give you chronology of how we started from a certain during Dr. Nkrumah's era to the current situation we find ourselves in.
All right, so whilst he's about to do that, like I keep saying, stay with us on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then you get to appreciate what we're talking about. That you can own your own accommodation, you can own your own, apartment, and you'll be fine. You have no issue with the landlord. If you cast your mind back, if you go to the Snit Flats area, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
There are people who own the Snit Flats. They don't they don't own the whole land.
Yeah.
They don't own the whole building, but they own the apartments, and they are their own landlords and landladies.
You are a landlord. There are certification to it. You own the apartment. You can use the apartment for a mortgage, for a loan.
We'll run you through all
whichever.
that. So join us on Facebook and get to enjoy the conversation and appreciate it as well. So Kwame Nkrumah's era, what happened?
Yes. So in 1962, we had Dr. Nkrumah introducing the 7-year